Hey, this is Hassan Naila with another relationship skill building tip, and we're going to talk about today is social media and relationships. Now, first let me say, I want to put a disclaimer out here today, all right, that we're not telling anyone to pursue relationships online, nor are we judging anyone who might be doing this. But what we do understand is that relationships are happening online, and we want to talk about some things to make sure that is done right.
Right, because there's some key things that you can do to reduce some of the risk factors. And due to the advent of technology, our relationships have become a lot more intimate, a lot faster. And that's with our business relationships,
Right.
our work relationships, our family relationships. I mean, we are now able to connect with family instantly.
Right.
Right, and we haven't been able to do this before. Now, what this means is that we are using this instant idea in regard to how to connect with someone for the intent of marriage.
Right.
And the issue that we continue to overlook is that an online relationship has to be moved offline.
Right.
We have to be able to bring it into our personal space.
Right.
And if for whatever reason you do not feel comfortable doing so, that's something that you need to leave alone.
Right, definitely. So, Naila, why don't you tell us about the first tip that we want to give them today?
Okay, the first thing that we have to do is, like we were saying, you have to bring this relationship offline and you have to take responsibility for it. You cannot say, yes, I want to have a long-term relationship, I want to be married, and then not do your due diligence. The second thing is that in taking it offline, it means that you need to meet the person.
Right. Yeah, and not only that, you need to make sure that you have the resources to be able to meet the person. You know, a lot of times we'll want to form a relationship, but do we necessarily have the money to go travel long distance? Do we have the type of time? Can we take off from our jobs? What can we do to be able to meet the person that we're having that relationship, and more than once?
Right. Do we have our wakil and our wali in place and involved throughout the entire process?
Right. So I know that a lot of times we see relationships where they are talking over the phone or through Skype, or maybe the wakil or wali may be on the line with them, but there are a lot of times when this is not really happening, and people are getting into relationships and sometimes to disastrous results.
Yes.
You know?
You cannot meet someone online and marry them online and believe that this is going to function successfully. If you plan to continue your marriage within a Facebook inbox, well then that might be the thing for you. However, you are going to be in a box.
Right.
And you're going to be very limiting. That is not realistic at all.
At all. So a couple of tips that we have for today is make sure that you move this relationship offline to be able to meet the person, and making sure that you have all the proper resources in play to be able to meet this person, and maybe more than once.
If you cannot do that, then what you need to do is be realistic and fair to yourself. If you know that you do not have the capacity to do that, then pursuing an online relationship for marriage, it may not be the best option for you.
Especially if it's distance involved.
Right. So you're going to have to look at some other things. Now that may not sound very well, but you know what? It sounds better than a divorce.
Definitely. So with that, we're entertaining all comments. We're glad to hear any comments that you may have. Please comment at the end of this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook at Global Leadership Integrated. Assalamu alaikum.
I was okay until you said that. I do not want them